This year's Eurofins potato blight trials took place at Barrow-upon-Trent. At the site we had two trials of particular interest. One looking at drift-reducing nozzles and how they affect performance of fungicides, and the other looking at the intrinsic activity of a range of commercially available fungicides. We ran the trials between May and mid-September, and we're now into early November. Eurofins have provided us with a lot of very good data, and we can now analyse those results to see how the two trials have performed. For the nozzle and application trial, we were looking to see whether or not 90% drift-reducing nozzles could provide adequate control of late blight. We also wanted to establish whether or not a drift retardant, when used in combination with Revus, would be a benefit or not in these circumstances. The nozzles we looked at were the Syngenta standard potato nozzle and the Leckler 90% drift-reducing nozzle. So now let's have a look at the results from this year. This graph shows the development of blight in the different treatments over time. On the left-hand side, you've got the area of blight in the untreated, and you can see there that the blight develops really quite rapidly through the season until the plots are effectively completely destroyed. By contrast, the standard potato nozzle with Revus restricts the development of blight quite well, and to the right of that, you can see there's a benefit from adding in the drift retardant. What is particularly heartening is to see that using the Leckler low drift nozzles have also resulted in very good blight control. And indeed, there is a benefit from using Revus with the drift retardant, even with these nozzles. So, we have some really good data this year, which shows that the 90% drift reducing nozzles are every bit as effective as the standard potato nozzle in reducing blight. And in addition, we've shown the benefit of using Revus with the drift retardant. So let's now move on and look at our blight fungicide trial with 12 different treatments. These 12 products are commonly used blight fungicides, and we wanted to determine their performance throughout the season against late blight. If you're wondering why we didn't include Zorvec, the reason is we were concerned about the development of resistance to this particular new chemistry, and we felt it important not to overexpose the product. All of the plots were inoculated on the 19th of July with three genotypes, pink 6, blue 13 and green 37. However, by the end of the year, EU36, a new aggressive form of blight, was found to be the predominant strain, and I think it's likely that it came to dominate because it outcompeted all of the other genotypes which had been inoculated earlier in the year. It was an unexpected bonus because we saw very clearly that Revus was able to give good control either alone or in combination with the drift retardant. So that's excellent. But now let's have a look at the results in some more detail, and there is no better place to start than with the untreated plots. The graph clearly shows how quickly late blight developed, and by the third week in August, the untreated plots were almost completely destroyed by the development of the infection. And I put this down to the rapid development of EU36. The addition of the various fungicidal treatments produced a mixed bag of results. The best performers in this trial were Revus in combination with the drift retardant and Amphor+. By comparison, the weakest ones were Presidium and Cursate M. Cursate M is a very old product, so that's not really surprising. But what is perhaps more surprising is that some of the other newer products didn't do so well. Revus on its own, Ramman Top, Valbon, Infinito and Cariolfex all performed pretty much the same and were towards the better end of the performance scale. The trial has demonstrated that mandipropamid remains a key component in any strong blight program, and also that where you have an issue with Alternaria, with Amphor+ will give you very good blight control as well as helping to control Alternaria. And that concludes the Eurofins trials for this year. They've been very useful results. They've proven the value of Revus in the programme, demonstrated the potential for using 90% drift reducing nozzles, and reinforced the value of using a drift retardant with Revus. There's more work to be done on 90% drift reducing nozzles to see whether or not other fungicides perform in the same way as Revus, and that can form the subject of future trials. If you would like to find out more about this season's results, do join us at one of the Potato Science Live meetings to be run by Syngenta early in the new year. For more details, go to syngenta.co.uk.